Hi Brollies, Marvin here from TechBroll.com, where we do unboxings, reviews, and sexy b-rolls. And today I just want to share with you my thoughts about one of my all-time favorite keyboard and see if it is still worth it this late 2021. I'm talking about your Rakk Lam-Ang Pro mechanical keyboard. It has been out for a while now, and Rakk Gears has yet to release another keyboard to possibly dethrone it from being the best bang for the buck budget wireless hot-swappable mechanical keyboard. And for this video, I also feature the AKKO Carbon Retro ASA PBT Doubleshot keycaps and the TTC Gold and Brown switches from Banggood.com. The AKKO Carbon is also one of my favorite keycap set right now as it perfectly matches my theme. With that being said, let's get into it. Alright, so before we talk about the Rakk Lam-Ang Pro keyboard, let's take a look at the AKKO Carbon Retro ASA PBT keycaps first. Now, I honestly feel that AKKO is one of the best brands when it comes to producing high-quality products at a very affordable price point. Like, just look at this packaging right here. Would you believe that this set of keycaps is only around $76 US? That's almost half the price of GMK keycaps. Now, I wouldn't go as far as saying that this is better than GMK because it is definitely not, but I think for its price, the quality is pretty good as I'll show you right here. Granted, some people might think that AKKO copies some popular colorways, but in my personal opinion, that is fine, and as long as they aren't copying the novelties, then I'm good. It's kinda hard to find GMK or even SP Carbon set nowadays anyways, so this should suffice my personal preference. I'm just trying to enjoy the hobby as much as I can. Now, this keycap set consists of 158 keycaps and is compatible with most standard layouts like 61, 68, 10 keyless, and of course, a full-size keyboard. It is also compatible with some custom layouts since it has additional modifiers and spacebars. We also have alternative accent colors for things like spacebar, arrow keys, enter, backspace, and even some function keys, and of course, the AKKO novelty keycaps. We even have a wire keycap puller right here, adding to the overall value of this keycap set. Now, in terms of the quality, these keycaps are made out of durable PBT plastic with double-shot material for the legends, which essentially means the legends will not fade away, and due to the nature of the PBT plastic, this will not shine easily over time as well compared to something like an ABS keycap. The thickness of this keycap is around 1.5 to 1.7 millimeters, which I think is pretty decent. Keycap thickness affects the overall quality, feel, and sound of the keyboard. As for the actual quality of the legends, I'd say it is pretty decent, and as expected from a double-shot legend, it is relatively crispy in terms of sharpness and detail. Now, based on my experience, I know for a fact that these AKKO keycaps are not perfect since they pretty much share the same mold, and as you can see, some have imperfections and cutouts on the stem slot. But as per my experience, this doesn't really affect the mounting security of this keycap on a switch. They still fit perfectly fine and don't come off that easily with normal use. Now, this set of keycaps feature the ASA profile, which is a sculpted profile but not as tall as the SA profile. With that said, let's compare it real quick to the AKKO Steam Engine SA keycap. As you can tell, the SA profile is significantly taller than the ASA profile, and personally, I think ASA is more comfortable to type with, while still sharing the same sexy characteristic of a sculpted profile. Also, if you haven't noticed, the AKKO Steam Engine's legend is dye-sublimated, which is another process that is done by heating the ink and combining it with the plastic. This also doesn't fade over time, but usually is less sharp than double-shot legends and usually thinner as well as it doesn't have an additional layer of plastic. Overall, the AKKO Carbon Retro ASA keycap, like I said earlier, is one of my favorite set of keycaps, and like the keyboard that we're gonna take a look at shortly, is also a bang for the buck. Okay, so what I have here is the TTC Gold and Brown switches, which are tactile and pretty similar to a regular brown switch, but with a somehow better tactile bump, but still quite subtle compared to some popular non-mainstream tactile switches like the Gazo Boba U4T, Koala, Zilios, Holy Pandas, and the like. I've already made a video about this when I used this on the Tom 680 keyboard build, which you can check out here. Now, while I install the switches and keycaps, let's finally talk about your Rakk Lam-Ang Pro. With the release of other budget mechanical keyboards, especially the ones locally available here in the Philippines, like the Rumi 61S, TechWare B68, Tom 680, the latest Royal Clutch keyboards, and others, is the Rakk Lam-Ang Pro still worth it this late 2021? I wanted to answer this question because I've been getting this a lot lately, and my answer to that is yes. Yes, I honestly feel that nothing still beats the Rakk Lam-Ang Pro when it comes to its overall value, feature set, and customizability, not to mention the fact that it is still probably the best option when it comes to wireless hot-swappable 10 keyless keyboards. I cannot think of a better one at this price range with a similar combination of features like hot-swappable board, dedicated volume wheel, physical Windows lock and RGB buttons, wireless connectivity, and it even has a USB pass-through to boot. Let me know in the comments below if you can think of a 10 keyless keyboard with a similar feature set and price point that is locally available here in the Philippines. I would love to know as well. The only challenge I think is if you can still get one today. So yeah, there's your answer to that question, and I honestly feel like Rakk Gears will have a hard time topping this one off when they finally release another mechanical keyboard. Wink wink. Okay, so here's our finished build, and I don't know about you guys, but I think this looks absolutely perfect. The AKKO Carbon Retro ASA Keycap perfectly matches my custom painted Rakk Lam-Ang Pro, don't you think? And even though the TTC gold and brown switches aren't visible, knowing the fact that they are also color orange makes the overall build quite coherent. Alright guys, before we end this quick video, let me share with you a sound test so that you can have an idea of how the AKKO Carbon Retro ASA Keycap sounds with TTC gold and brown switches on the bang for the buck Rakk Lam-Ang Pro keyboard. And there you have it guys, thank you for watching. Huge thanks to Banggood.com for the AKKO Carbon Retro ASA Keycaps and the TTC gold and brown switches. You can get this from the official website, link below. Also thanks to Bucky's for the Rogue Artisan Keycap. I'll also put a link below so that you can check them out. Thank you for watching, subscribe if you like this, and see you next time. Have a great day guys, you're awesome.